Yeah, Alolan Whip is such a funny move because it's like designed to be used against an opponent in the corner. Like that's when it's best. So we see the TNT come out very quickly. See what the pressure is here. D-Money immediately getting comboed, going to run right into the TNT, but you know it's all right. That's just damage. It's more rage for Incineroar, right?
You see already getting that revenge on a minecart. Gonna see how much damage D-Money can find here. But kind of getting in a Alolan Whip, and that's going to be a quick 59. Explosive start for D-Money.
One hit into 59, and we do, yeah, I was going to say, one thing, like, not only is the revenge good against the minecart, but it has like such a big hitbox around it too that it's hard to punish Incineroar, even if you do it on purpose. And, oh, that's it. That's gotta be it, dude. Oh my
3 hits,
yeah.
3 Alolan Whips, 3 revenge, 1 stock.
That's all it took. And I'm not going to lie, Pow, when the match started, I was like, okay.
No, I knew what we were getting into here.
Because D-Money just like walked around the wall and got beat up.
And it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
And Char is so used to using minecart out of the corner, and he finally goes for something else there. That was the first time he hasn't minecart out of the corner yet.
Yeah. And it looks like, you know, D-Money's got some interesting ideas here as well, as we saw the up tilts get interrupted by the revenge as well. So you got Diamond finally, which is also a problem for Incineroar. You get fewer mistakes to make, of course, when that damage racks up so fast, but good spot dodge. Didn't even like wait or like, mix up the timing. D-Money just like broke the wall down and immediately ran in.
Char doing a great job, though, of answering these approaches from D-Money. D-Money continues to jump in over those block walls, and Char's always got that up tilt ready. Has gotten a lot of consistent damage that way, but needs to watch out for this revenge-induced Incineroar. Gets it worn off, but does not have many resources in the tank.
Yeah. And Incineroar, as I mentioned, is pretty good about breaking the walls. Forward air, of course, is like just hits pretty much every block with a lot of damage. So you don't really have a lot of time to mine as Steve. And like honestly, oh my goodness, catches the jump. That's not going to do it yet, but this next one will. And you don't have any resources to build that wall with. Jump into back air, really good option right there. See what the play is here. Down tilt is such a threat against Steve at the ledge, and oh my goodness, almost had it scouted out.
Interrupting the Alolan Whip with the up tilt bear, but another revenge. It's stacked twice. Watch out, Char.
Oh my goodness. What's crazy too is like revenge stack twice. You don't even have to Alolan Whip. I think
just like an up tilt.
Yeah. Good old like
grab would absolutely do like an up throw.
Oh, up throw, sure, yeah.
Oh. I love the bait out on that, but that dash attack is not going to interrupt the minecart, so that'll be the second stock to Char, who still has... Oh, another up airs, another stock!
3 up airs. Diamond tools coming out. Big grab here. Immediate down throw forward air for some good damage. I love that. Darkest Lariat puts 46% onto Char. Miss grab catches another Lariat, and you are at a dangerous percent. Oh, that's so unfortunate. The crafting table.
But not going to get the jab to get the combo off the side, so D-Money still sitting pretty here, 94%. A lot of resources on deck for Char, but he is off stage, and another revenge is in his face.
I love this, like, from D. Oh, that might be it. That is going to do it for sure. Oh, my God. What a game. Like, D-Money is doing these revenges, almost begging you to punish, just to throw out another revenge, to stack more and more. And then it turned into, in the very end of that game, like another mix-up where, you throw one out and you just say, that's it. I'm not going to go for a second one. But you're scared of the thought now, and it messes up the timing for Char, and it made all the difference. What a game. And despite getting beat up, D-Money made it happen.
And when you ask the question, what are Steve's weaknesses, there aren't many, but one of them is his lack of mobility. And you take away that minecart, he is stuck in the corner with no way out. So as Steve players are so accustomed to be able to get out of that corner for free, so now they're presented with a matchup that they don't know very well, is very terrifying, and it takes away one of your best escape options.
That's a good point. We're seeing some adaptations now, though. That minecart actually did work out, and D-Money on the back foot here at 92%. Anvil not going to do it. Neutral air into the Darkest Lariat. A lot of cooldown on that move, though, so you are going to get punished. And we're seeing some attempts to try and punish that minecart, but Char just kind of working around whatever D-Money's throwing out right now. Probably going for a footstool Anvil, but not getting the footstool.
And you see how close Char has to be in order to not have that minecart revenge. D-Money pretty much already has to be committed to an option. Otherwise, it's always coming through. And that can be all he needs in order to get this stock. And he's going to get that ledge trap into the back air to take the first one.
Ledge Trump is such a brave option, too, because you just give up the entire stage to a character like Steve that's really rough, but D-Money has just been hitting him every time. Well, every attempt has been hit, but D-Money's not going for them every time, which is why they're working so well.
So Scary going to interrupt with that Anvil, going to stack up a little bit of percent. A lot from Steve will do it, but he does not have a diamond on deck just yet, has not had much of a chance to mine, but that up throw could not close out the first stock, huh?
188. I thought that would be it,
This is
too.
a fat cat.
Yeah. All right. He's like full of Meow Mix. He's holding on.
He's full of fake outs. He's full of what is the move he always uses in competitive?
Oh, well.
It's not fake out.
I don't know. I wish I could tell you, honestly.
I'm so mad.
I can almost remember it myself. But
I'm literally
I'm
Googling this right now.
Oh, my God. What are we watching here? A horizontal combo into a vertical. D-Money at 96 after that opening. All right. Really tough spot to be in. Catches a jump with the up tilt. And the revenge almost worked out, but not quite. D-Money in a rough spot now.
Yeah, but finally gonna get another one of those revenges. And gonna get quite a few percent, but unfortunately already has that diamond on deck for Char. But starting to slowly but surely tack up this damage, but that block gonna help D-Money live just a little bit longer here.
Barely, yeah. Gonna have to side B, back to stage. Gets a counter on the down smash, which is huge, and the TNT explosion more accurately. But oh my God, he's so mad. But he does die. He is down to his last stock.
But very close to taking the second one is D-Money, but Char going to put him in that corner. He's going to be jabbing him up on that wall. Going to be just trying to get out that up B, but it's going to lead to even more damage for Char, who still has that diamond in hand. It's doing so much damage, AG.
Yeah, it's a really tough spot. D-Money has only had a few opportunities, and they have not really led to much. It is Char walking the dog, as it were. But taking that one with a 2 stock, looking a lot more comfortable, and definitely a lot more in tune to what D-Money is throwing out in terms of offense.
I was looking for Parting Shot was the move,
of
not
course,
fake out.
yes,
A lot of other
yeah.
Pokemon use fake out, like Rillaboom.
Yeah.
Parting Shot is the Incineroar special. But D-Money, this is where, okay, you settled into the set. Char is clearly figuring out what he needs to do in the matchup. So this is up to you now to make the adaptations back. Char's doing a really good job of anti-airing D-Money. So D-Money needs to be more patient, more careful how he's handling these approaches.
That is true. Yeah, we saw a lot of like really patient and horizontal-based approaches from D-Money in the start of Game 1. Just breaking the wall and doing like a really like small short hop into side B to catch the Steve in the corner. But we didn't get to see that too much in the second game. We saw a lot of like more ambitious like full hop in over the Steve walls or things like that. And they just led to a lot of up tilts, basically, or up tilt strings even. But a lot of adaptations to be made, and I definitely think D-Money, as you said, is familiar with the matchup and can make the adaptations, but Char definitely feels in control at this moment in particular.
Going to be making our way over to home field on PS2. This makes a lot of sense for D-Money just because, as you were talking about earlier, Incineroar can really destroy those blocks quickly, and the materials on the stage are a lot bulkier, chunkier for Steve, which means he's not going to have as many of them in his reserves. So if D-Money can just wear down those materials as the game goes on, it can leave Char vulnerable later in the game.
I love like watching D-Money play because like no one is like okay, that's interesting. No one's like forcing the issue, but D-Money still just like will go for reads as opposed to just like neutral, you know, like going in and then just countering as opposed to like looking for a grab or like some sort of combo starter. It's just so funny. Ooh, barely missed that.
Char's really realizing that the name of the game here is just to be looking for those up tilts, man. It's low commitment. It catches D-Money approaching from the air, but sometimes you're just going to be approaching from the top rope with a down smash on a platform.
Ooh.
And D-Money is starting to build a full head of steam here, AG.
Oh, I would say so. I love that. I option off of the Trump too. That, see, if it doesn't work, you still have a lot of stuff to do. That one does get caught up with the up tilt and the back air, and the back air sends right to the blast zone. Oh my goodness.
And Char does have that gold. He does have that diamond in hand. But going to be catching a forward tilt to the cheek. And going to be even things back up immediately for D-Money.
And that was some good conditioning because of all of those threats of the Trump to get as far away from the ledge as possible. Oh my god, that's technology right there. That is
a lot of characters can use those down smashes and just cancel all the end lag on those blocks using Steve's own resources against him. And
Ooh.
as you're talking about, D-Money is really taking his time on these approaches now, and it's making Char very uncomfortable.
Yep, that's exactly it. Like the threat of Incineroar. Like, okay, it almost worked. It almost worked. Ooh, interesting. Oh, that roll in was.
So you got up tilted again.
Yeah. Oh man, it looks like Char is just really like spacing around a lot of the options that D-Money can throw out, and it's working so well. We're a little low on resources though. Might have to start seeing some iron blocks if we don't have time to mine. But okay, what's
Watch
the play
out for
here?
that anvil.
Oh.
Just gonna take that last hit. That'll help you survive a little longer.
Okay, gonna barely make it back here through all these blocks. And I like that. Regular get up. Darkest Lariat, big damage. What a swing though. Hold on. That grab didn't work out. Didn't get the revenge.
And you really need that too at this percent. He would have been able to reversal this whole situation. But just gonna eat that up throw. But is he gonna be stuck in the block?
What?
And the block is going to help him survive.
He got thrown up in the block and it slowed him down. I cannot believe 204. As someone in the crowd also shouts, 204 in disbelief. We have just a few blocks of stone here. It's going to see if D-Money can break through the Tetraminos that we're seeing here. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
and that should be, unless the block interrupts again, it does not. So 221% is going to be all D-Money can hold on to. And just cannot find these openings just yet. And more up tilts in his future, but he's going to get that Darkest Lariat out, and he has another one on deck.
Yeah, I like the idea. They're going for the up air to try and anti-air the anvil toss. The problem is there's so much iron in the resource bar, you can't really try to like worry about the anvils. You're going to see functionally infinite anvils and minecarts. But
Wow!
out
What?
of the side special.
Grabbed him out of the
Unbelievable.
minecart. It must have been before the hitbox had activated because
Yeah.
it takes a little bit of time, and that could be the difference between D-Money
Ooh.
being up or down 2-1 in this set.
Oh, wow. What the timing on that was phenomenal from Char to get around that neutral air, and this up smash might just do it, but
Wow.
barely off the top. Wow.
Character is heavy as Incineroar still dying at 100% from an up smash from Steve. Just shows how strong that move is. And Char stemming the tide there from D-Money. Puts him up 2-1 in this set.
Golly, man, what a set. It's so interesting, too, because like one thing we've never seen, it feels like, is D-Money with a lead. Because the game starts off with TNT coming down, D-Money's strategy usually involves like just hitting it anyway. And
There you go.
Yeah, this time it worked out. Previously, D-Money would just take the damage and Char would be at stone cold 0. Now it's a very different game, and I'm really interested to see how that changes, how both these players play. What the heck? He's still
Revenge into getting grabbed by the minecart
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, there's so many different hitboxes you have to worry about in that move. So revenging one doesn't necessarily mean you're going to ignore the others. But speaking of ignoring, man, D-Money is not letting those other games get to him at all. Right into this one with the lead here. But for how long? Char already trying to answer back.
D-Money just trying to avoid those up tilts that have been the MVP for Char in this set. Gets to play more grounded now that he has the lead. He can dash in and out and just whiff punish these commitments from Char,
Ooh.
who is starting to commit a little bit too much here.
Yeah, the smash attack not really working out there, and like it's so instinctive after you go for that big move to throw the shield up. But that's why a Alolan Whip is so good. Revenge stacking on D-Money here. Char in the corner and feeling it right now. That didn't break the blocks, interesting enough, and Char was there to punish.
Char just trying to get a little bit of resources in the tank here, but continues to get interrupted by these ledge trumps. Gets to avoid that Alolan Whip, but has not been able to get that stop, but he finally will off the mistech on the platform.
That's crazy. The fact that D-Money didn't even just like up smash, just said, no, I'm going to go for the grab. Crazy stuff. So big damage here for Char. Nice DI though from D-Money, so it doesn't take that last hit. Still going to take 60 though. Really rough spot to be in. Looking for a jump perhaps, but that'll do it. Opens up the stage. And now we see D-Money at the ledge. Wow, so phenomenal. The pressure is so good.
Continues to find those forward airs when he needs them the most. When Char's in the corner to get some damage and take a stock there. Darkest Lariat could be doomed for him on the second stock, and it is! No! That's so unfortunate. He's been recovering into the ledge every time, but he decided not to there.
Yeah, it's tough. Maybe hoping to bounce off of that block because it was one of the higher health blocks, but it just didn't work out. Unfortunately for D-Money now, maybe feeling the pressure a bit too much. Char taking advantage, but nice up special to get out of there. And the follow-up, too, because of that tech roll in. What is Char going to do in the corner here? Fight out with a good old-fashioned aerial, but not finding too much.
been using more jab as this set goes on just to try to safely get out of the corner. He can move while jabbing. Rarity with Steve just finds a little bit of space there, has a golden hand now, and now has that diamond. He needs to find the opportunity to let it rip, though.
Okay. Doesn't get the hit that spikes, and the air dodge is so brave. It worked out. The sourest spot of Anvil I've ever seen. The minecart into forward air. Not going to do it there either, but oh my goodness, that will do it in spectacular fashion. Char popping up out of the seat as D-Money pops into the blast zone. What a set that was.
So close to living.